Hey everybody, it's Brett, your thankful carnivore, and right here, the lady of the hour is my awesome wife, Danielle, Carnivore Art Life on Instagram. And it's time for another episode after a month's hiatus of Ask Danielle. And the first question, my dear, is with regards to your health, what are your thoughts on the coronavirus situation?
My thought is that the best defense is a healthy immune system to allow your body to fight off disease. Not just the coronavirus, but any viral or bacterial assaults on the system. So I do that by eating meat and drinking water, which is the best way I feel to be inflammation free and in the best shape for your body to take care of itself. So in that regard, I do not have any particular concerns.
Okie dokie. Moving right along. This was a viewer's question. They said they'd been carnivore for 3 weeks and hadn't lost any weight or inches. When can I expect the weight to start coming off?
Well, my thought on that is it's really gonna vary because it depends on the general state of your health, what was wrong or not wrong. And the thing to remember is that your body will prioritize as it sees fit. And believe me, your brain, not your conscious brain, but your functioning brain and body are way, way smarter than you are. And so any little things that you read about tweaks and stuff like that are really unnecessary. All you need to do is eat meat and drink water. Make sure that you eat enough. The tendency based on old habits of dieting or people telling you that numbers matter and all this nonsense is a hard thing to break away from, but you have to ignore all that and just eat till you're full and eat when you're hungry. And you have to kind of relearn what it means to be hungry versus feeling like eating something. Because in the past we were taught really to feel like I should have a certain flavor at a certain time, I should snack, I need to do this, my plate needs to look like this, you have to have so many things, they have to be this number of colors, and a bunch of baloney like that, when really all you need to do is just eat and let your body take care of the rest. Some people might start losing weight right away, some people it might take months. I've read of people, it took a long time for them to finally eat enough that their body was willing to let go of what they had stored. And that's what you have to remember is your body has to know that it can let go what you have stored. So you have to build up trust, so to speak, with your body. So just try to, not worry and stick with the program and trust the process.
Be patient.
And you have to really be patient.
And put your ego and your scales in the trunk of your car. Trust me. Okay, great answer. Moving right along. How has carnivore helped with your sleep? Has it helped with your sleep? If so, why do you think that is?
It's helped a lot with my sleep. And when I first thought about this question, I just thought it was a general sense of well-being or whatever. But I think the biggest thing is brain noise, random thoughts. A lot of people, myself included, I think had a tendency to, once they were in bed lying down, to try and wind down and to try and relax by going through things that happened during the day or planning ahead. And so you're busy up here when instead you should just shut your eyes and your body, you go to sleep so that you can rest and heal and stuff like that. So once the brain fog clears and once you just become more closer to your natural state, I think you are going to sleep better. I sleep way better. I go to sleep much faster. It used to take me, honestly, at least an hour to fall asleep. To quit thinking about stuff or worrying about things or whatever was going on in my mind, and just literally fall asleep within 10 or 15 minutes. So 9 times out of 10, I don't have any trouble sleeping. I don't have any trouble. I don't wake up during the night either.
That's awesome. Believe me,
Unless
it's
I have to go to
great.
the bathroom or something.
Let's see. Danielle, could you please comment on electrolytes and potassium with specificity as to symptoms and what you may have used or recommend?
Okay, for myself, and I can also sort of speak to what Brett went through, but I'm going to mostly talk about me. There are definite symptoms of electrolyte imbalance, which anybody can go online and see things like, dizziness or, irregular heartbeat, whatever. There's all kinds of things, fatigue, and muscle cramps and stuff like that. As your body goes through changes, you may feel one or all of those or none of them. I experienced some leg cramps at some point. It wasn't early on, it was like after a while. And we first purchased some magnesium oil, and then we got magnesium lotion. And so for a while I was using the magnesium lotion when I had a problem, but it really didn't last very long. Now, then we also switched to ancient sea salts. Now, if you go look at the mineral content of the ancient sea salts, the top 5 are what you need. How much salt you eat really should just be to taste, not what you think you should be eating. You have to please put those thoughts out of your head, because your body will prioritize. It will also do things on an as needed basis. Nobody from ancient man to present day can possibly eat in any given day exactly the proportions of whatever that they should be eating. Your body will cumulatively take what you eat and it will do with it what it needs to do. And that's its job. It's not your job to try and think and guess, oh, well, I need X number of milligrams of this, that, or the other. If you have problems, by all means try and see if the salt helps. But honestly, if you're eating food and you don't like it being salty, odds are you probably don't need to eat the salt. And don't feel because other people are doing it that you need to do it. That's baloney. It's an individual thing. All you ever really need to do is eat meat and drink your water.
Don't hold back, honey. Tell us how you really feel. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Regarding eating cream or dairy, did either of you feel, this is Ask Danielle, so we're just going to ask Danielle. Did you feel it necessary to drop the dairy to drop the fat?
Okay, I went through some different thoughts with the dairy, and I feel that there's 2 things. Some people have problems with milk proteins, and some people, the carbs that are in cream and cheese and yogurt and stuff like that, even though these are animal products, those extra carbs might be a problem at some point for them. I thought that caused a weight stall for me, but ultimately after having cream, not having cream, I came to the conclusion that the cream, what little I use, is irrelevant. I do feel that eating a bunch of cheese and yogurt is a problem because A, it fills you up in lieu of eating something that's better for you, namely meat. And of course there are carbs in it, even if it's quote unquote low carb. So, it's kind of unnecessary. If you're eating enough meat, I don't think you're actually going to want those extra things. I think if you want your cheese first in front of your meat, then you have another issue going on. And that's like what Brett likes to call the carb creep.
Carb creep is real.
Carb creep, because those things are appealing and they are almost like sweet without being sweet, these dairy products. So it can be very appealing to try and have them, but if you're having it instead of meat, not a good idea.
Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Ask Danielle. We appreciate your questions very much.
Please ask more.
Please feel free to leave your questions in the comments, and we'll see you next Sunday when we get together to Ask Danielle.
Yeah, I might get into how we store and save food And how we
Ooh.
cook stuff, maybe we'll get into some different things other than just health questions.
A special edition is
I
forthcoming.
think we'll do that.
See you all next time. Thanks so much.